Good morning, depending on what part of the world you are in. And welcome to our live broadcast with the Association of PEMF Professionals. I am Jerry Dreessen, the Executive Director here at the AOPP. And those of you that were part of our live last week, some of you were already in the know, some of you just caught wind on the regulations that are being handed down through the vet boards. And some of these states out there are limiting what practitioners and users and businesses of PEMF can and can't do. And so what we wanted to talk about today is our petition to protect PEMF. And what that talks about, let me bring this up a little bit bigger. There we go. There are some issues going on in the regulatory compliance issue. And last week we talked about the update, and what was going on there was states that have determined through the veterinarian boards that PEMF is veterinarian medicine. And we talked about 3 states in general, and that was Oklahoma, Missouri, and Nebraska. And we reached out to them and said, hey, what's this all about? And the results from that, talking to an Oklahoma practitioner who spoke with the vet board executive director this week. Well, I guess I could see yesterday. We just got this information. And they, again, explicitly said that using PEMF in the state of Oklahoma is considered veterinary medicine. They also said that they have investigators out looking and reporting any violations that the practitioners will be prosecuted. Not only that, but they will incur additional fines if they knowingly violated the law. And it's really weird to see this going on, because again, you can own a PEMF machine and put it on yourself, put it on your animals, but for some reason, transferring that over to somebody else's animal is now in violation, even though you could give them the machine and they can put it on their animal. So again, all of those transactions, they don't involve a vet. But for some reason, the veterinarian board, they think that they can only have other people's animals come in and see a vet versus a qualified, trained practitioner of PEMF. And so we want to be able to give you a couple of tools. And the first one we talked about last week, where you have access to downloading a letter that you can put together and send to your board. But now we also have a petition that you can sign, and we've got that all set up. We've got a link for you. If it's not visible yet, it'll be down below. It'll be on our website. But what you can do is sign to protect PEMF for our animals. This is something that is a web link. I'll have a QR code here in just a second. I'll flash that up so that you can click on it and log in. Again, we'll have the link down below. But this is, in a nutshell, again, here's the long-tailed link of it, but it's through change.org is where we have the petition. And you can share the petition in person. You can use this QR code for your own material if you want to send this out. Again, we need a grassroots effort as far as what's going on. Joanne, hi. Thanks for joining today. But the whole purpose of this is to make it aware, and we want you to be able to preserve your your business. And like I said at the beginning of this broadcast, you can use PEMF on yourself. You can use PEMF on your own animals. But as soon as you take that device and you put it on somebody else's animal, in those states, in those 3 states, which is Oklahoma, Missouri, and Nebraska, you are now in violation of the veterinarian board for placing that on an animal without a vet being there. And it just doesn't make any sense to us. And so, we're reaching out. Hi, Christy. We're reaching out to these boards to try and engage on a one-on-one with them as a national organization that does certifications. Those of you who haven't gone to our site, we certify PEMF users to be able to use their devices on animals. And that's part of our reason why we started when we did, which has been, was it 10 years ago? So that if we ever got in this kind of a situation, that we would be able to fight this. And I don't even want to use the word fight. I think it's educate. And again, I want to be able to go out and talk to these boards and engage in a conversation to find out, why they think that, why they think that's needed. And it's not medicine. It never was medicine. We're looking at the decision makers as far as the petition. This is who the petition is going to go to. And this is Oklahoma, Missouri, Nebraska, so that they can see this and change hearts and change minds. And again, when you throw logic into this, right? So if you have an animal that you are doing sessions with PEMF, there's no regulation needed. But again, if your animal is right there and you lifted this up and you put it on your neighbor's animal, now you're in violation. And that just doesn't make any sense to be able to have that happen. And so sign the petition, send the petition out to people, copy the QR code, and sign it, get going on it now. As of last night, we had 119 signatures. I'd like to put a 0 on the end of that. So we have over 1,000 people signing this. So it should be pretty easy. If you have a business, send these out to your clients. And even if you're not in any of these states, I would still want you to do this, because it could be a domino effect where when the boards are looking, they go, oh, well, these states are already doing it. Well, we also have a few states where the livestock group have said, no, it's okay for people to be doing this. And those are exactly the kinds of boards that we need to get on board to help show that it doesn't need to be done. And hi, Robin. Thanks for joining us from Montana. Glad to have you here. It just befuddles me that this is even going on. We kind of knew that there was a chance that it might at some point in our future, and now we've arrived at it. So grassroots, get in there. And then the other thing that you can do when you sign this petition is you can leave a comment too. This is the one that I left on there, and you can see it. But PEMF was never a medical device and does not need a consultation, examination, nor diagnosis in order to be used. PEMF is non-invasive, does not need to be placed directly on the subject. In fact, it can have like a blanket between it, but it's not physical therapy. It's not an electrical modality. You don't have to stick patches on it on the subject. And so it's a totally different realm. We kind of went through the same thing in the chiropractic world. It's not a physical therapy device. So therefore, it doesn't need a diagnosis or a treatment plan from a medical person. let's see, where are we? Yeah, does not need to be placed on the subject and can be used without the oversight of a physician or a veterinarian. I welcome any veterinarian or physician to contact the AOPP, the International Organization for PEMF, because we are in 17 countries now. And that's where we educate and certify PEMF users. And if that's all they're looking for, we've got you covered. And that's, again, what we want to be able to present people to do that. And hey, Kathy. Oh, great. She's signing it right now. Great. And signed and donated. Awesome. We've got Jackie too. Hello, Jackie from Texas. Thanks for watching today. But again, we want to reach out to us and join the discussion. And together we can, once and for all eliminate the limitation of this device and continue to change animals and people's lives for the better, like many people who have already been doing so for over a decade. So it's not a brand new device with brand new things. We've already been helping people. So for boards to jump in and put some sort of a stop in the process, we would love to have this conversation. And again, it just may be not knowing what PEMF is all about. And that's what we need to do. So yeah, definitely sign this. Hi, Melissa. Yep, we're talking about signing the petition. Again, here's what it looks like. We've got a link that we're going to be adding. The long link is this one right here. But you can also just take your phone right now and just scan the QR code. Or if you're watching the broadcast of this afterwards, feel free to do that. Another thing that we did last week is we created a letter that you can create and sign and send. Those of you that are members, it's in your Kajabi session or part of your membership. We also have a link in last week's broadcast that we did. But again, we'll put it in this one too, because we want as many people as we can either on, going online and signing the petition, taking these letters, putting your information on it and sending it. That would be great, because the letter itself can be sent to any state vet board. Again, each sender needs to edit the recipient and sender information. And it's, in my opinion, very important for all PEMF practitioners to get involved to help stop overreaching regulations, because as I was saying earlier, Oklahoma has investigators that are out right now looking and reporting for any violators. And those are practitioners that are using PEMF on animals other than their own. Again, our workaround is take your PEMF device, rent it to the owner, and then they apply the PEMF. And there is no violation going on, because you have full rights to do whatever you want with your animals when it comes to PEMF without a vet being involved. So, if you need to do that for right now, please do that. We don't want anybody getting tagged. I imagine that the investigators are going to be at the larger events. I don't think they're going to be traveling out to barns or farms to see this. And that's definitely something we need to take care of. And so, Melissa, thank you very much. She filled out the letters and sent them to the boards, and also signed the petition. So thank you. And like I said before, take this information, this QR code and this link to change.org, and send this out to all your clients and get everybody on board to sign this petition so that we can get it going. I've got on our website, we've got our new website going live today. And these are the links where we have the specific states set up for what's going on, so you can be up to date on what's happening there. So again, in just to kind of go through as we're winding up, we've got 3 states right now that have some regulatory compliance where practitioners cannot use PEMF on animals other than their own. The veterinarian boards are saying that it has to go through a vet who is the only qualified person to diagnose and treat with PEMF in their minds. They really, those of you that have been certified, they haven't seen our certification course. So again, for us, it's educating, which is what our next step is. You can help us out here at the Association of PEMF Providers by joining us, and your money will help us finance this communication system. So again, that's part of why we're around, why we got started, because we knew that at some point we were going to need to gather and group and have this system already in place. We're so far ahead of the game in helping this out, helping you out too. So again, our website's going live. We'll have these links. Again, I'll flash the QR code here for you to take. And your mission today, should you choose to accept it, is to take this, create an email, send it out to all of your clients, and have them sign it. And to get this system going, we're going to be sending it out to these individuals so that they can see that there is a large group of people, and that they're just not talking about 1 or 2 people. I mean, there are businesses that are out there doing a great job, and we want them to know that and reverse it. But also, we want any board in any state that's even thinking about this to be able to make the decision with the knowledge of who we are and what this is all about too. So in that, we'll wind down today's talk. And again, thank you so much for your time today. And if you are interested in being part of the AOPP, again, some things that you can do. First of all, like and share this video. Again, just liking this is going to help the algorithms reach out to more people who are, looking at PEMF, looking at animal health. Our video will pop up in their feed based on the algorithms that are being put together. So the more people that can like and share this, the more reach we have. Of course, we're going to be, boosting the posts, things like that, so we can be out there and seen by more. So like and share Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram, and then also our blog. Anything that we put together there, you're welcome to take and use. And then also the last thing is, those of you who aren't, we really recommend that you become a member. And we have certification courses. We also have just a general PEMF course where if you're like, well, what is PEMF? Or if you have something you're interested in doing, the general course is definitely for you. But then you can branch out and do small animals, large animals, humans, and then also infrared. So we have all of those certifications for you as a member. And then if you have any questions or tips, if you see, if you're in one of those states and you are seeing that there are investigators showing up at events, definitely let us know. And just a couple more shares here. And looks like Paula's got some really cool stuff going. So yeah, that's definitely what we want to be able to do, is to follow some successful paths. And again, with Nebraska, I can see how you're, coming across some issues, but yeah, let's definitely get in touch and see if we can help you out there. And we've got, yeah, if we can get in there and reverse the decisions, that's what our goal is. But again, it's just us educating and you guys signing the petition. So I'm really happy about that. And thank you, Kathy, for donating and sharing, helping with the cause. And Again, I want to thank everybody for watching live today. Those of you who are liking and sharing. And one more time, I've got the QR code there for those of you that are seeing this. You can scan that, and at the end of this broadcast, we will have the links available too, not only to this, but also to the letter that you can download and sign and send out too. So again, thank you so much for your time today. We'll end it here, and reach out to us. Feel free to use this, like Facebook comment section, to drop in what you're doing. Let us know too. Send us an email. And from this point on, have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week. We'll be rolling up our sleeves and pursuing this even more. I'm going to try and get some one-on-ones with some of these people and get some talks going too. So off we go. You're welcome, Melissa. Take care and have a great rest of your day.